Good day everyone. I am here to discuss about the adaptive life cycle model. The life cycle of a particular project is composed of different phases around which the project management scheme is organized. There are different types of project life cycle depending on the organization involved as well as the phases. One of the project life cycle important in project management is the adaptive life cycle. An adaptive project management lifecycle model consists of a number of phases that are repeated in cycles with a feedback loop after each cycle is completed. Each cycle proceeds based on an incomplete and limited understanding of the solution. Each cycle learns from the preceding cycles and plans the next cycle in an attempt to converge on an acceptable solution. At the discretion of the client, a cycle may include the release of the partial solution. The adaptive life cycle is also called a flexible or change-focused method, or agile or change-driven methods, and it responds to immensely high level of change as well as the ongoing participation of the different parties involved. In the adaptive life cycle, the overall scope of a project is broken down into different sets of requirements or sub-projects that will be undertaken individually. During the iteration, the functionalities of the cycle will be discussed, implemented, finally reviewed by the client. The advantages of adaptive lifecycle model is that adaptive lifecycle model are more appropriate for projects involving higher level of uncertainty and complexity than the iterative models. In that sense, they fill a void between the iterative and extreme models. Adaptive models are more useful than iterative models in those situations where very little is known about the solution. Keep in mind that solution discovery is still the focus of these models. Each iteration in the adaptive models must address not only task completion for newly defined functions and features but also further solution definition through function and feature discovery. It is the discovery part of the adaptive PMLC models that sets them apart from the iterative PMLC models. And the other advantage of adaptive lifecycle model is that you are able to accommodate changes more easily. So here is an example of the adaptive lifecycle model. First is you need to brainstorm, and then after that you go to the design, and then the development, quality assurance, and deployment. Here in the deployment is you need to launch or release a small piece or an increment of the project. So this goes to the client or the customer so that the customer has the opportunity to provide feedback and you also has the opportunity to incorporate that feedback. So if your project is approved by the client or the customer, so it will be delivered to the client. And if not, the next iteration will do, and then you'll go back to the brainstorm, design, development, quality assurance, and then development, so on and so forth until the client or the customer approves your project. So that is how you keep on repeating your the entire life cycle, and that way you're able to accommodate changes much easier. So that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.